Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to my very first episode of Med School Wife Life. Um, it's finally sunny outside. It's been raining for like the last week straight. And we're in Middlesboro, Kentucky, and it rains all the time. All the time. Like when my husband was like, "Where should we go? What should we do? Where should we live?" And he's thinking, "Oh, Washington." I'm like, "No, it rains all the time in Washington. I don't like the rain. I like the sunshine. I'm a Texas girl. I like the sunshine." And he's like, "Oh, okay, all right." So we get to Kentucky and it rains all the time. All the time. So today is like the first sunny day that we've had in quite a while, and it finally feels like fall. Finally feels like fall. It's 60 degrees, nice little chill, and which I could use a little bit more chill, honestly, but oh, it is beautiful. It is sunny and chilly, and I pulled out my fall colors and my fall clothes, so I'm super excited about that. I hope it stays that way because I love it so much. Anyway, so like I said, we are in Middlesboro, Kentucky, and if you don't know where that's at, it's because it's Middlesboro, Kentucky. It's in the middle of nowhere. So, Middlesboro, Kentucky is a very rural area, and we're right by Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. My husband goes to DCOM at Lincoln Memorial University in Harrogate, Tennessee. It's a really good school. It's a good DO school, and he's doing really well there. So that's where we're at. And one of the things that I absolutely love about the area is days like today where it's really foggy in the morning because Middlesboro was like made by a meteor, and so it's a crater, and so it fills up with fog. And we're right along the Appalachian Mountains, which people around here call it Appalachian, and I would like to think that they're right because they are from the area, but at the same time, being a musician, it's Appalachian Springs by Aaron Copland, not Appalachian Springs by Aaron Copland. So it's really difficult for me to figure out which one is right and which one is wrong. So anyway, so we are alongside the Appalachian Mountains, and what happens is that fog from the crater lifts and it rolls over the mountain from the Kentucky side into the Tennessee side. And so on the Tennessee side, it looks like this huge, massive wave just like rolling over the mountain, and it is thick and it's white and it's so pretty. And one of the things that you can do around here is you can go up, there's a little spot in the mountain where you can watch it actually start to roll over from one side to the other. You can stand and see both sides of the mountain. You can see the Kentucky side and the Tennessee side. And there's also a place that you can stand in 3 states at one time. So you've got Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia. So you get to see and be in 3 places at once. How crazy is that? But so that's one of the things that I love around here. So it is a very rural area, but the people are great. The scenery is great. We like to hike, so there may not be very much to do around here, but at least we've got the hiking. There's lots of pretty hikes around here, lots of good scenery. I like to go running in the mountain. There's a little place called the Fitness Trail, and that's one of the places that I like to go and run in. And so this is a perfect little area for that. It's so pretty around here. But anyway, like I was saying, my husband is a second year, and as most of you know, if you've gone through second year or are going through second year, then you know my husband is non-existent. My husband does not exist at all. At all. And I do everything by myself. I make dinner every night. I teach my voice lessons. I take my oldest to piano, to dance, to soccer, to activity days at church on Wednesday nights, and I take her to, she's in a Destination Imagination group. So I do all of that, and then I take my youngest to all of her little preschool activities, to the library for reading time, to the wilderness park. So I am busy all the time, doing everything for everyone else. So that's kind of where I'm at. So you know, if you have gone through second year or you are going through, you know that feeling of just exhausted all the time, taking care of everything and not getting much help from that other side. But that's how it is. As my husband would say, that's what you signed up for. So I mean, for example, it was my birthday last week, last week, and so it was my 30th birthday. I'm old, but normally, before we got married and when we got married, at first he would always take me out. He would make it just a very special day. Give me a very special, meaningful gift, make me a birthday cake, you know, just lots of things, because he knew that my birthday was very, very special. He knew that I put my birthday up here. So in the month of September, my birthday is the only thing that's happening. Okay, nothing else happens. There's nothing else going on except my birthday in September. As most women know, that's just how it is. And so he would make it a very special time. This year, on my very special 30th birthday, I get a t-shirt and a little teeny tiny chocolate cake, which, sorry, little one was kind of making a noise. She's having nap time. But anyway, so the t-shirt was a Wreck-It Ralph shirt, which our first movie that we saw together was Wreck-It Ralph. And then, so that was kind of sweet. He took a t-shirt and made it a little bit more than a t-shirt. But then he got me a little tiny cake, which he also was kind of sweet because he knows that I'm a big fitness person. I like to be healthy and I will eat all of the chocolate cake if there is some. So he got me a small one so that I wouldn't feel so bad. Those were basically his words. So it was kind of sweet. I mean, he tried a little bit, but honestly, that's all the time like that he's got. That's basically all there is. He doesn't have time for anything else. I mean, you can't, it's just not fair to sit there and say, well, hey, it's my birthday. Would you stop studying? Would you stop preparing for your future? Would you stop trying to prepare for your step 1 test? That's your first make it or break it moment. It's just not very fair. But then there's that silver lining, that little tiny line of, but I need more, right? You know, you feel that, right? That I need a little bit more from you. And there's not like the best way to go about it. That's the one thing that I've been trying to figure out, is what that line is, where it stops, and what to do about it. Because I am a little bit needy. I love attention from my husband. I love my husband, and I need attention from my husband. I just want to spend every second with him. He's my best friend. Life just isn't the same without him. And he's the opposite, where it's like, oh, you know, I love you, but I'm gonna do my thing, right? So it's hard for me to find that line. I don't know about you. I don't know if you found the line. If you found the line, tell me, because I need to know where the line is. But it's really hard for me to not say something and be like, honey, I just need more time. Can you just watch a movie with me tonight or something? I mean, granted, we have found ways to we have certain days set aside for things. Like Sunday, he doesn't study on Sunday unless it's a test weekend. He doesn't study on Sunday. He puts the kids to bed for me. That is his day with us, with the kids, and with me. So after bedtime for the kids, then he comes in, we watch a show, we play cards, or, you know, whatever it is that we do, depending on how tired we are. Depends on what we end up doing. But that is our day. And if he has time for something else, like tomorrow is my oldest daughter's birthday, so he's going to take some time aside to go out to eat as a family and put my youngest to bed while my oldest has her birthday party at the skating rink. So so as long as we've talked about it ahead of time, like he can maybe make room for it. but it's really hard lots of times. We got lucky this week because it's not a test weekend. He doesn't have a test next week, but he does the week after. So next week, I can't expect anything from him. It's just one of those things you gotta really pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose your battles. You gotta pick and choose your neediness. You gotta pick and choose what you need help with, and let them know ahead of time. Like, hey, birthday's coming up. You know, can you put aside time to take me to lunch? Can you put aside time to take me to dinner? Like, what is your schedule? And let's work around it. You know, and ideally, in a world where you're not in medical school, it would be like, hey, it's my birthday, you're going to take time out. Like, no questions asked. That's just how it should be for both parties, taking that time for that person. But in medical school, it's not realistic. That is just not the realistic expectation. You need to lower your expectations, honestly, and not like in a way that you're down here and they're up here and you're getting forgotten. That is not okay. You've got to not expect every party, every parent-teacher conference, every whatever it is. You got to pick and choose and find a level playing field. Say, come to these things, but don't come to these things. You know, like find that happy medium that works best for you and your family. Because that's honestly what's gonna save you. I last year, first year, I was depressed. I had a hard time last year. I had my expectations up here because I was used to what we used to do before. You know, you always would come to this. You would always do this. I always expected the same thing that has been happening, but it wasn't realistic. He has to study. He has classes he has to go to. If he gets behind, he doesn't have time for anything. Because if he gets behind, then he gets behind, and then he starts to fail. And so you have to figure out what works for you and what works for your family. So anyway, I really just wanted to say hi. Switching back here. I just wanted to say hi, get to know you guys, get to know me. If you have questions, please go ahead, ask them. I want to answer questions. If you have advice, definitely give advice, because we're all here in the same boat. We're all feeling the same way. We're all going through the same thing. And if something works for you that you think could help somebody else, please let me know, because I would like to help other people with that as well. So leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on. I really hope that we can get to know each other better, and we can all just kind of be here for each other. Medical school is incredibly difficult, not only for the student, but for the significant others as well. I feel that we as significant others get overlooked quite a bit. I don't know how many times somebody has come up to and said, oh, your husband goes to medical school? Oh yeah, he goes to medical school. Oh wow, you must have so much time on your hands. Or, oh gosh, he's gonna make a lot of money. It's like, yeah, well, I gotta go through medical school to make money. I don't have anything right now. I'm broke. I am paying for med school. I am broke. So people just don't understand our side of the story. Yeah, it's great. He's going to medical school. Yeah, one day he could be a doctor. That's going to be amazing, and it's going to be great for our family. But right now is the hard part, and people don't know that. People don't see that. And depression is really common for those who are the significant others of somebody going through medical school, because we get overlooked. We get forgotten. We are on our own. We feel that we're on our own. And so I want to be here for you. I want to be here for everyone going through the same thing that I'm going through. I know that some days I just want to cry all day because I feel lonely. I want to be there for those days that you feel lonely, that you want to just cry because you feel alone. So anyway, that's my spiel. That is how it's gonna roll. So leave your comments. Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet to go ahead and subscribe so that you can get all the updates of my vlog, things that are coming out, new things going on, crazy things that me and my family have done, tips on how to make this journey easier for you. Anyway, just start getting connected, and I can't wait to get to know everyone. I will see you guys later.